Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Today, let's do some reflecting, right? Let's not be douchebags today. First of all, let me say hello from the other side of the world. I'm in the Philippines, in a noisy part of town today. So I'm playing the background music, so hopefully you won't hear a lot of motorcycles and people talking and stuff like that. But let me say this. I think the most interesting part of this story for me is why did he do it? Right? Think about it, guys. When it comes to YouTube, and if for people that want to be YouTubers, video game YouTubers or what have you, can you get much higher than what he was? Right? He was in video games now? He was in video games. He was at the height of his popularity. He was appearing in video games. I mean, he accomplished things that are very hard to do. He developed a loyal following over, years and years. He had the respect of his fellow creators. I mean, look at now. I mean, even now you're getting all these videos saying, I waited to make this video because, well, we know why they waited, because he's got a huge number of subscribers and they didn't want to put their YouTube channels in jeopardy. Some of them are part of those networks or whatever they call them. Others want to be part of the cool guys. Other people want to be accepted, whatever. Who knows how that weird world of YouTubers works, these convention pimps, these Patreon pimps, as they call them. Who knows what they sit around and talk about. The one thing I don't buy is that this guy didn't say anything to any of them, right? He had to say something to somebody, right? But regardless, the point is still the same. When you sit there and you look at somebody like this and go, why the hell did he do it? I mean, you guys are hearing now other statements that he made, which are ridiculous, right? Like, he gave so much money to other charities besides X, Y, and Z. I think he put a number out there, like over $600,000 making, for other charities. I mean, just complete bullshit. Like, dude, like what you accomplished is enough. You don't have to lie to make yourself look even bigger. You see this a lot. You see successful people embellish a lot. I mean, you can draw parallels to Tommy Tallarico, and I'm telling you, you can do the 9 degrees of Tommy Tallarico on YouTube, but he's another one where, he was successful enough, but he always wanted to put himself in another echelon. And this guy, he had pretty much reached the peak. And he blew it for what? For what? Think about it, guys. He blew it over not doing what he said he was going to do. But it's not even like he used the money to go buy a house or something. Or, invested in crypto or some weird shit like that. He was just sitting there. Now, what would have happened if he wouldn't have gotten found out? God knows. God knows. I mean, we don't have access to bank statements and how money was moved. According to him, it wasn't. Right? Some people think that his family actually acted in a certain way he didn't know. I don't think so. I just don't buy it based on the amount of just freaking lies that this guy was saying. Now, remember, he's got a background in theater and film, I think. So this guy knows how to act, and obviously he was using his acting skills in order to get what he wanted. I mean, look at the guilt trip that he was trying to throw on Carl Jobs and Mudahar. And he sure acted when he was looking right in the camera, telling people, yeah, every single penny is going to X, Y, and Z. Because he looked dead at the camera. And at least this year, you knew he was lying. And my guess is that he knew all along, if I had to take a guess. Because it takes a special kind of dude to do something like that, right? I guess when he broke up with Greg, Greg knew something that we didn't way back then. You know, and even back then, I remember that there was a CU podcast where Ian pretty much sided with Greg and then kind of flipped over, coming back to Pat's side. Pat was always a Gerard guy because, you know, they had roomed together at some point or something like that. And look, Pat is still carrying the water for this guy. He didn't make a video. He doesn't want to make a video, obviously. But he sees the writing on the wall. I mean, he called out in a statement the things that we already know, but he's not making a video like he would in any other situation. And he's not the only ones. I don't think all YouTubers should make videos on him. But the ones that regularly make videos on scandals in the video game community, I think are hypocritical for not making them. But this is the level that this guy reached, right? Just with his reputation, with these relationships, with these networks that he had, networking with people, made them reluctant to make a video on him. Give him the ultimate, right, pass. You know, these guys want to doubt every single thing that's put out there. Just want to give him the ultimate benefit of the doubt. And even when the evidence is overwhelming that this guy is bullshitting. Like I told you before, Stevie Wonder, a blind man, could see this guy is full of shit. But at the end of the day, the interesting point, it still holds. Why? Why the hell would you do that when you have everything to lose? I mean, he's sitting out here crying. He's got 20 mouths to feed. Okay, if you have 20 mouths to feed, why do you fuck around like this? If you have 20 mouths to feed, why do you lie? If you have 20 mouths to feed, why don't you hold yourself to a higher standard? You know, castles that are built on sand, you know. But you don't know what goes through someone's mind, right? You don't know what kind of traumas they have, what have you. And it really doesn't matter. Doing the wrong thing is doing the wrong thing regardless. And you have to pay the consequences. And this is what you're seeing here, right? But again, the sad part about this internet age, this YouTube age, is that there's still going to be people following this guy. Oh, so he's not going to have over 1 million subscribers, whatever the hell he is. He could still have 200,000 and still make a living making videos. But at the end of the day, the question still remains, guys. Why did he do it? Why do you guys think he did it? I have no clue. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.